All right, another object obviously for self-defense would be something like having a pocket knife. You can have a tactical folding knife like this, something that opens up. You can utilize that. Again, it's a small object, which means it has a short range. Thing about carrying knives, you always have to remember is that every state has its rules and regulations as to what is and is not legal to carry. So where we're at in the state of Illinois, your blade has to be less than 3 inches. So a blade like this, as an example, on this rubber practice knife, but a blade this length wouldn't be legal for me to carry, but this would be more like something you'd have in your kitchen, like a kitchen knife or something like that. And this can be used again. It's a rubber knife, so it can be used safely. I don't worry about doing damage to Bob. If I took a real knife and went across Bob with it, I would damage him pretty fast. Whereas the rubber knife I can utilize without doing any damage to Bob. And then you want to look at practicing things like your draw and your grip, right? For a knife, I prefer the thumb on top grip, okay? There's always argument about what grip is best when using a knife. I like a forward grip. I like the thumb on top. I'm comfortable with that. That's the way I like to hold my knife. Some people like the thumb over grip, okay? Some people like the ice pick grip, right? So it just depends on what you're most comfortable with, all right? But again, now I'm gonna take this and I can use this again for what am I targeting, okay? Knives penetrate and cut very easily, so the tip of the knife is very deadly, so I can practice hitting the body, okay? I don't have to hit or practice very specific spots. I can, but I don't have to, okay? I can practice the throat, I can practice the ear, I can practice the eye, I can swipe across the face, the neck, okay? Swiping across the chest, probably not much damage you're gonna do, especially if they've got layers of clothing on, but penetrations, those work.